you are watching is real. These people are not actors. For the next half hour, you will follow a potential Army recruit with a backstage pass, learning about Army life, careers, and themselves. At the end, they'll make a life-changing decision: join the Army or remain a civilian. This recruit's journey starts now.
In combat, troops get vital support from artillery's firepower. But when targets are out of sight, artillery relies on a skilled soldier closer to the enemy to direct its fire. That's what the Army calls a fire support specialist, or 13 Foxtrot. Also called forward observers, 13 Foxtrots are truly unique. They operate as one-man teams, working and fighting alongside a frontline combat unit. They have the responsibility of directing the full destructive force of the artillery over the heads of friendly troops and onto the enemy target. Quick thinking and skilled performance under extreme stress. That's what it takes to be a forward observer. One young man is about to experience their world-class training.
My name's Erich. I'm from Vancouver, Washington. I'm 27 years old, and I'm thinking about joining the Army. I've looked at all the branches. I'm considering Coast Guard, Army, Navy, so I'm checking out what all they can offer me. I like to do anything with a board under my feet, pretty much surfing, wakeboarding, snowboarding, skateboarding, anything active. Some of the things I'm most proud of are going to college and getting my bachelor's in business, getting my private pilot's license, and then marrying the woman of my dreams. Look how nice it is.
We are really supportive in each other's decisions, and we work really well together as a team.
What do you think about me joining the Army if I decide to, if I like it?
I think it'd be a really good opportunity for both of us. I mean, obviously, it's going to be a life change for me and you, so.
It's a huge decision, yeah. We are a team, so we'll decide together.
Yes, we will.
My wife is really open to it, which is nice. Being deployed away from my family would probably be one of the hardest things of joining the Army.
Hey, Eric, I'm Staff Sergeant King. How are you?
Hey, good. Nice to meet you.
I hear that you might be interested in joining the Army.
Yes, I am.
Well, you are actually going to be able to experience life in the Army through the eyes of a forward observer. How's that sound?
That sounds awesome.
All right, well, it's going to be fun, so let's go.
Great, let's go. I'm excited about this experience because I'm really hoping it can show me what the Army holds for me, and hopefully it's something that excites me and makes me want to join.
Eric will get a crash course in the special training it takes to master the skills of the forward observer. He'll start by meeting the Army mentor who will show him the way.
Able team, fall in.
Meet Staff Sergeant Van Forbes. He's been deployed twice to both Iraq and Afghanistan. He's airborne qualified and wears the combat action badge.
All right, everyone, listen up. This is Erich. He's going to be tagging along with us the next few days. Wants to know what it's like to be a forward observer in the United States Army.
I'm 27 years old. I'm from Vancouver, Washington. Just recently got married about a year ago. I'm going to spend the next few days with you guys, and I'm pretty excited.
Sergeant Sheffield, Private Perez, post.
These are Erich's battle buddies, Private Stephen Perez and Sergeant Christopher Sheffield.
Battle buddy concept's an important concept in the United States Army. And in our MOS, it's a little bit more important because we're a small group of guys, about 18 guys in a battalion of about 500. So we have to lean on each other a lot. Do you know anything about what we do?
I actually don't.
As a forward observer, we bring to bear the full might of the United States military. We call for and adjust any indirect fire, that's artillery, mortars.
Okay.
That's some of the stuff you'll be learning over the next few days.
Indirect fire units like artillery or mortars fire from a distance at targets they can't see. That's where the forward observer comes in, working dangerously close to enemy lines. He scouts ahead to find an observation point close to an enemy position. He then radios coordinates back to the artillery, guiding their firepower over the heads of friendly troops and onto the enemy target.
What a Ford Observer does sounds pretty cool. I'm excited to get out in the field and see if I really like this.
For Erich to even sample what's expected of a 13 Foxtrot, he needs serious training in the Forward Observer's basic skills.
We've got a little bit of target location error going on there, so let's try to work back.
You want to line that up?
Here.
These key skills include expert-level map reading and precise description of enemy targets using a terrain sketch.
The red numbers indicate degrees, and the black numbers, they indicate mils.
If those measurements are off, then your call for fire is going to be off, and then you're going to miss the target.
The next level of training is the Army's high-tech Call for Fire trainer, where custom-designed software simulates actual artillery missions. Here, he's trained on the demanding techniques used in calling in a fire mission.
Have you identified your target?
FTC, this is FO, just fire, polar over.
Just fire, polar out.
Safe house and tree line over.
Shot over.
Shoot.
This is the ultimate test of the Forward Observer's training and skill, adjusting incoming artillery rounds to bring them directly onto the target.
You're over the target.
So
Automatic correction.
So I just say drop 400 over.
Bingo.
There was definitely some stuff that I was struggling with through the class, but it's I think that all comes with time and practice. So I can add 100 now. Add 100 over.
Once he's guided around right in the bullseye, he calls fire for effect.
Fire for effect, over.
Fire for effect out.
That call means the Forward Observer has done his job, and a rain of lethal artillery fire is about to devastate the target.
Rounds complete over.
Rounds complete out.
You had a time of 2:44, so you busted time by 44 seconds. Today, Erich struggled a little bit. That's to be expected.
I feel like I'm finally getting a little bit of a hang of this.
Erich has sampled the mental challenge of the Forward Observer's job. Now he'll get a taste of its demanding physical standards.
This course looks pretty intimidating, Sergeant.
Yeah, it's a smoker.
Forward Observers move and fight beside the toughest infantrymen and haul a heavier equipment load to perform their mission.
It's our duty to push ourselves every day in PT. That's what keeps us combat ready. That's what makes us better than the other guys. So you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready to give it my all. Let's try it. I'm super competitive when it comes to physical stuff, so, you know, I'm pretty sure that I'm going to be able to hang this morning.
Ready? Go.
Begin.
All right, let's go.
Hell yeah, Docky.
Today, I'd like to see what Dalkey's limitations are. Everyone's got them. There you go. Up. Jump out. I don't want to break him, but I don't want him to quit. He better not quit. He'd be at Miami Beach right now, on a boat, loving life.
Hell yeah.
But hopefully he'll see his limit, maybe smell his limit, be able to touch his limit.
Okay.
Use your legs. Just inching up with your legs, all right?
Maybe it's a little bit easier.
Okay.
All right. Physically, I believe that he hit his wall, especially when he hit the rope. That's definitely his weakest point.
Oh, yeah.
Whew. Now just try to keep that same posture the whole way up. All right, go ahead and try.
There you go.
There you go.
Just like that, it's too easy. You can do this. Come on. Go another sprint. Think about it, come back. All right.
Think about it? I already thought about it, bud.
Think about it.
They just keep running you, so it just pushes you.
Go, good push, good push. Let's go, let's go, let's go. All right. I want you to try that rope one more time.
Hey, I lost you a ways back there, Sergeant.
Let's go, come on.
You stopped doing the exercises halfway through.
Dalkey definitely started to get a little bit lippy. Started to disrespect me a little bit. Get on the rope and let's go.
Lead by example, bud. You get old and lazy, huh?
Get your up there, Dalkey. We can do this all day long.
Come on, Dalkey. Get up there.
You want to see me do it?
All day long. Yeah, that was definitely a wake-up call to what the Army's gonna be like.
Now listen, good order and discipline is paramount in the Army, all right? Bad discipline's infectious, all right?
I got aggravated with him a couple times, but, you know, his discipline and everything is all just to better me as a soldier.
You can mouth off. These private Clemens can mouth off.
I see.
Before you know it, we're ineffective. So that's why it's got to be nipped in the bud.
I've definitely gained a lot of respect for the soldiers of the Army, but I'm still trying to take it all in and see, you know, if the Army is really right for me.
Go. This is Erich's final test as a forward observer in a live fire training mission with a real mortar team at his command.
Primary observer for this is going to be Dalkey. So Dalkey, once we get up to the OP and get the OP established, go ahead and start your terrain sketch, all right? You understand your responsibilities?
Yes, sir.
Let's go grab your radio.
I think today Dalkey's going to experience just how pivotal of a role forward observers play on the battlefield.
All right, so as you can see, we got our rope here. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast. Take your time, get up safely.
This is the point of all that PT. A forward observer must carry his gear over miles of rugged hostile terrain to find an observation post overlooking an enemy target.
Able 9-5, this is Able 9 Romeo. OP secure.
All right, Dalkey, ready for your mission?
I think so.
Okay. Grab your binos. All right, you should see two vehicles, one larger and one smaller. Go beyond the larger vehicle. Directly behind it is a smaller vehicle. You have eyes on that?
Yep.
All right, that's your target. Think you can hit it?
Okay.
With a target established, Erich's got to rely on his training, making a terrain sketch and determining coordinates accurate enough to put real steel on target.
Hey, we're ready to go, aren't we?
Go ahead and fire your mission.
Echo Tango 3302 0726, over.
Standing by for fire mission when you're ready.
Miles away, a mortar battery uses Erich's coordinates to fire live rounds. For a forward observer, this is the acid test.
Strike 2, this is Able 9 Romeo. Adjust fire, polar.
Just fire out.
This is the M1129 mortar carrier, a variant of the Stryker armored vehicle equipped with a 120mm mortar. It allows for rapid and flexible delivery of accurate and lethal high-angle fire.
Direction 4750. Distance 1600, over.
Roger, safe house and open out. Fire!
Splash out. Pretty close to right on, I think. So I just say,
Whatever you
left
spotted.
movement,
Yeah,
over.
whatever your spotting was, left, whatever.
Left 150, over.
The observer's job isn't done until he's achieved effects on target. Erich's got to calculate precise adjustments and relay them to the mortar battery miles away.
Hey, you got data, get on it. Fire!
Shot out.
All right, so you see it. All right, so what's your automatic correction gonna be? What does it look like right now?
Is it over or short of that target?
Just over.
All right, so what are you gonna do with your automatic correction, according to the book?
We're doing successive
And you gotta
bracket.
be quick about it, man. You can't
Okay,
just
yeah,
hang
but-
out on it.
The forward observer has to work fast. Once the first round falls, the enemy knows he's out there and will stop at nothing to take him out.
Drop 100, over.
Oh, nice, look at that.
That's it. The coordinates are dialed in, and it's time to fire for effect and eliminate the target.
Add 50, fire for effect, over.
Roger, I copy right 50, fire for effect, over. Fire!
All right, so you got 2 rounds on both sides. Let's see where the next 2 land.
Rounds complete. Standing by for PDA, over.
It was definitely awesome to see those the rounds hit where I called them
You
in.
achieved effects on target, and basically, good job.
Okay, thanks. Calling in some explosives is definitely pretty awesome. I will definitely remember this experience for the rest of my life.
Forward observers fight at night, too, thanks to the advanced technology of the Army's night vision and LRAS targeting system. LRAS combines infrared sensors, GPS laser rangefinders, and high-gain video, so a forward observer can lock onto a target in total darkness.
All right, Donkey, the way this works, you got your crosshairs in there. You know, you move it up and down, left and right. Point to shoot, okay.
It's really cool to see how these guys are trained to do it the old school way, and then they have this super cool equipment, you know, that's so high tech, and they just shoot it at it. It gives its direction, its distance, everything, and it's awesome. All right, we're ready.
All right, go ahead and send me your target data.
8365-207955.
Strike 2, Buffalo 4-4, just fire, over.
That's freaking awesome. I've never seen anything like that, and that was better than any fireworks show.
Steel on steel right there. Oh, did you see that? That was perfect right there.
Who's gonna go put those fires out?
All right, Donkey, looks like your experience with us is kind of drawing to an end. Going back, you know, throughout your whole experience with us, tell me what you think you did well on that, what you think maybe you could have used a little bit of improvement on.
PT, I got a little mouthy with you. You know, it gets aggravating when you're working that hard and someone's yelling at you and stuff. It was pretty cool to see how all the things that I've been taught have come together.
But overall, I mean, you had a few lapses. Your ability to learn and learn on the fly, outstanding.
You know, I've got to spend the last couple days with these guys, and I've grown closer with them than I thought I would. If I did decide to join the Army, these are the guys that I would want to serve with.
My name is Todd Eckstein. I used to be an 11 Charlie indirect fire infantryman. My job as the executive officer for the Director of Plans, Training, Mobilization, and Security. It means that I have to oversee the airfield, the ranges and training areas, along with simulations across Joint Base Lewis McChord.
Erich, this is Todd Eckstein.
Hey, Eric, nice to meet you.
He's gonna tell you about how his training transitioned to the civilian sector, show you what he does here on post.
I joined the Army at 18. I didn't have a whole lot of purpose or direction. The Army took me in, gave me a skill, sent me to a lot of different schools to help me become the person that I am today. I worked pretty extensively with the forward observers, especially the time that I spent in Desert Storm and Desert Shield. One of the things that you're probably asking yourself at this point is, you know, is the Army for me? Those skills and traits of selfless service, of sacrifice, all of those things, you know, had tremendous carryovers into the civilian world.
It was really cool to hear him say how all the stuff that he's learned and the training that the Army gives you is carried through for the rest of his life. I think it's going to help me make a way more educated decision today.
Erich's Army experience concludes with a visit from his wife and a look at some Army benefits.
I missed you.
I miss you too.
Today we get to spend some time going around post and checking out a few of the things that will help us make a decision about joining the Army.
This is an option for what your kitchen would look like. All of the upgraded appliances are also included.
It's nice.
Married soldiers can receive cash allowances for off-post housing or may apply for quality housing right on post.
I think it's really neat how nice the Army housing is. Again, it's one of the great benefits of being in the Army.
It's definitely been an eye-opener. You know, it's a good experience, seeing what it's really like, so.
I'm glad you got to do it.
My wife and I have already decided before this experience coming up here that me joining some military branch was okay. So, you know, getting to talk with her more about whether the Army is right for us, you know, we'll find out. It's been fun, but I'm still not sure, you know, if it's for me. I definitely learned a lot about myself and my limits, mentally and physically, throughout this week. There's a lot of things that I like about the Army, all the training, the leadership, but then there's also the things that I don't like about it is, you know, the chance of being deployed, the huge commitment. I'm just not sure that the Army is the right military branch for me.
Hey, Erich, good to see you.
Good to see you, too.
So now it's time to make your final decision.
Yeah.
Do you want to join the U.S. Army or remain a civilian?
My experience here has been way better than I expected. The training, seeing all the technical equipment, and just seeing the real life of the Army. But at this time, I'm gonna have to say no. That doesn't mean in the future that I'm not going to join, You know, there's a lot of stuff that I've experienced here that I feel like me and my wife need to go home and talk about. Even though I decided not to join today, I'm so appreciative of Sergeant Forbes and all that he's done for me. Taught me a lot of things and went way out of his way to show me really what the Army is all about.
Well, Eric, the Army is a big commitment. You need to be 100% sure. But
Yeah.
we thank you for coming out. I hope that you enjoyed
Thank
your
you so much.
experience.
I
and
have.
we wish you the best of luck.
It's like you got a lot of things to think about, and I hope eventually on down the road you do decide to join. I think if Eric decides to join at a later date, he'll still make a good soldier regardless of what specialty he decides to pursue.
How'd it go?
Well, I said no, because obviously I wouldn't make a decision like that without you.
I'm glad that he chose to wait so that we can really discuss it more, because it's a decision that we both have to make together.
Eric has made a difficult but thoughtful decision. Army service is not for everyone, but we're certain he'll continue honoring his country, and we wish him the best of luck.
Next time on Starting Strong.
An army on the ground has to defend against attack from the air. That's the vital mission of the Air Defense Artillery. This combat arm specializes in anti-aircraft weapons. One young woman thinking about Army service will get a chance to see if she can measure up.
My name's Courtney Strange. I'm 22 years old and I'm from Columbia, Maryland. My husband and I just got married and we're still newlyweds and, you know, enjoying our youth and, you know, being freshly married.
So how would you feel if I joined the Army?
You know, it's not something I'm absolutely happy about.
Meet Sergeant First Class James A. Gill. He's a 13-year airborne veteran who's seen action in 2 tours of Iraq.
Are you ready to see if you have what it takes to be a 14th Sierra?
Yes, I'm very excited.
Courtney's training begins with an introduction to the 14 Sierra's primary weapon. The Avenger air defense system fires Stinger missiles from 2 gyro-stabilized pods on a modified Humvee. It can take down airborne threats including helicopters, fixed-wing aircraft, and even cruise missiles. Courtney's getting a taste of the Army training that turns out the world's best air defense artillery crews.
I never knew how sophisticated this MOS was.
Hit. Great job.
For her first training exercise, Courtney's unit is convoying to a forward area.
This training exercise, basically what she's doing is defending the city from hostile aircraft. Keep searching, keep searching. Right there. What is it? Identify it.
Black Hawk hostile.
Engage. For training purposes only, we have identified UH-60 Black Hawk as hostile. The missile was never activated.
I'm the one in control of the Avenger, so if I miss, you know, it could be the end of my entire unit.
It's time for Courtney's final training exercise, a full-scale realistic mission using the mock city of Regensburg. In this scenario, Courtney's air defense unit moves in to defend a town from air attack.
Keep your eyes open. Tell me what you see. Hey. Call Striker Main, tell them we just got blocked off in the side of the road.
Striker Main, this is Assassin 6 road. When the gunfire started to happen, it was really frightening for me. I panicked and I kind of froze. When I realized there was a gunshot wound, I immediately grabbed for the medical pack. And so at that point, all my training did come into action. Trying to cover it up now.
Stay with him. Get him in there. Get back in the vehicle. Get ready to roll out.
Courtney, you've had a pretty exciting few days. You got to test drive the Army, but now it's time to make your final decision. So would you like to join the U.S. Army or remain a civilian?
Whew.
To learn more, visit GoArmy.com/starting strong.